Right, money orbs. Hopefully we can find some of those lovely, lovely money orbs. And speaking of money, molten gold. I absolutely don't mind if I do. Surely those question marks have some of the amazing money orbs that I'm looking for. Now, I'm specifically not talking about like Electrum. I want the ones specific to this class, please and thank you. So that would be, well, I guess specific to this class is not fully correct, since of course you can get it on Peglin as well. But Piggy Bank you can't get on Peglin. And Spintress Payment as well. Spintress Payment is just an amazing orb all around, which is also definitely not class specific, but I feel like I get it on this class more than any other class, so hopefully that includes this run, right? Only 2 elites. Looks like there's a lot more elites on the map, but I won't get access to them, unfortunately. We have a dupe. Unfortunately, it's immediately... Usually just choose your dupe is a pretty solid event. You're never going to complain to get it, but unfortunately... To be fair, if I'm not doing money stuff this run, I would kind of prefer grubby gloves. Just because I do love my debuff stuff, and... Oh, thank you for that. I was very worried it was going to be the refresh move. Luckily, First Banner is probably the best passive there. I probably got the best option. I do like the grubby gloves though, quite a bit. Very solid tempo. Actually wouldn't hate delaying the spawn either. It was a good shot. Very impressive, eh? Oh no, damn it. Looks like I'm going to have to smash my way through them 80 health at a time. Well, let's just try and aim straight down. The problem is it's not centered. Yeah. It's very hard to actually line that up properly. Like that looks like it's centered, but it was still slightly off. 80 health at a time, eh? If I had my evasive maneuver up in a... That was a bad shot. I'm trying to do something spicy which didn't bounce to the bottom immediately, but that's pretty hard to do. There's a reason why it's very common for you to just bounce to the bottom there. Try something like that? No. Good news is at least he's out of the way now. I'll try and hit a crit, how about that? It's very unlikely to, but I mean look at that, it got pretty damn close, right? Oh man, that's just unfortunate. I think I've got a discard. I'll try this. Yeah, absolutely not. No. Well, I think we're just going to need to smash our way through. A lot of health will be lost. But that is simply a price I'm going to have to pay. So yeah, Spinny Bank would be amazing. Especially with the Molten Gold starter, right? And Electrum's also on the table. A loose circle? I would definitely consider on a loose circle. Oh my, I was really hoping that was it. It's a very hard bounce to pull off, and unfortunately I'm going to have to go for it, I think. Again. Surely I really should have just cut my losses. Oh man. Like that. Again, just the tiniest bit off. Luckily, we got there in the end. Very messy start. I kind of like it, honestly. Yeah, bull chicken, perfect. Just heal ourselves up. We're sitting on 127 gold. We've got a decent amount of max HP now. Sorry, decent amount of HP total. Also a decent amount of max HP, but yeah, could definitely be better. I like a good bit of a challenge. I definitely asked for that when I started playing this class. And also just started trying to play money build. Because sometimes if you don't have the right pieces, you're not really actually benefiting from the money. And until we get anything for it, we are kind of just sitting on a lot of gold, which is admittedly really nice. I'm well stocked for the story. Very well stocked. Boom. I could aim for the bomb, but actually, you know what? I'll do this shot. It's a cool shot. Oh, it missed. I thought that would hit. Alas. These are both technically money orbs. Unfortunately, I really don't think... I lied. They changed it. Okay, that is admittedly tempting just for the level 3. It's just so much damage. Like, look at that. But they're both money orbs, technically. You know what? Am I crazy, or does this new... I should try this out. I haven't actually seen this new version. Like, this is actually the first time I saw it. I think I read it in the patch notes ages back, but I didn't really compute what the change was. Let's try it. I don't expect it to do all that much, but I don't know if I'll need it to. Hopefully I can find a better win condition. Duplicate a random. Okay, sounds like we'll be doing Swashbucklorb. Bad cheese, 53 health. Alright, looking not too bad. Probably hold off on upgrading it though, just to... Nice. Gotta love a little bit more greed, don't you? 141 gold, 29 times 43 gold. I really can't do either of them, unfortunately. I lied. I can do that. Well, I can't, but I want to. Alright, it's not a fight which is super punishing me, so that's nice. Every coin collected from coin pegs here immediately deals 2 times this orb's damage to targeted enemy. I didn't see that happening. I'm a tad confused. That looks perfectly normal. I just got scammed? What? I thought I was actually really hoping that they changed it and it was now really cool. But I don't think it's not doing what I read it as doing. This is interesting. I don't know what's up here. Bam. Hit the refresh. Okay, so what, you need to get the kill really badly? Yes. Really badly. Because I need all the health I can get at this point, and oh no. Yeah, that just happened. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. I guess I can press the heal button, fine. I do have a lot of health, don't I? Oh my. Dew pot and bomb supply spin faction. I'm just going to take the dew pot. It's pretty fun. So Swashbucklorb is not exactly doing what I thought it would, that's for sure. Interesting. There it is. Perfect. We get the double buy. I also got enhanced. Interesting. Is this your card? Yeah, okay, well, this is some really good stuff. Really good stuff there. I've got a lot of health to work with. Sorry, a lot of... I really don't have a lot of health to work with. What's my best AoE source here? That's the problem. There isn't one. We'll go for a fancy shot like this. Last time went for that shot, I think I missed it. Not ideal. I guess the good news is... What's the good news? And why doesn't Shuffle work the way I want it to? How sad. Alright, let's take care of you. Yeah, no, it's just not targeting. Well, it's got a lot of damage now. It's not bad, I guess. If only... When I press the heal button here, I'm in a pretty solid, stable position, I'd say. Don't know about solid, but I think stable is a fair statement. Since, what, 40-ish health? Should be enough. Bad cheese providing a breakpoint there, not bad. Each coin peg collected from coin pegs hit, immediately there was 2 times the orb's damage to target enemy. You see, it says immediately there. I do not think you know what it means. That's not immediately. That's just not how it works. Oh well. As long as you can get a damage boost, I'm pretty sure I should just be getting good damage from it, but definitely a tad unfortunate, eh? Just a bit. Oh, if we double tap that bomb, we get a whole bunch of gold. Absolutely don't mind if I do, and what's to say I don't go collect some more gold, eh? Plus 44. Basically earned back all of that gold I spent greeding. Sorry, all of the health I spent trying to heal up post-combat. Thanks to the amazing powers of my greed. Alright, I'm fine to take the tiny hit there, I think. Or maybe not, we'll see. Let's grab some more refreshes onto the board. Not as many as I would like, that's for sure. I'm not a believer in that shot. I am a believer in this shot though, so let's go for it. A good hit. I've definitely got the damage to support this fight, don't I? It is certainly one nice thing. Having Dodgy Dagger has really helped me out a lot here. Dodgy Dagger is just an incredible relic. Perfect. That was exactly what I wanted the shot to do. This has just gone exceptionally well. I'm looking forward to never having to press the L button, because I have some pretty good tools to deal with Area 2. Pretty good. Not crazy though, that's for sure. Can you go? Yes, perfect. No more gold to be had though. Let's just grab another upgrade on the Swashbucklorb that does nothing. Really unfortunate. One less refresh. A whole lot more crit damage with this Disio card. I mean, sure. I really don't like consuming chance that much. And it's really not that good here with Jukepot. But I think this is kind of a fun spot for it. So I'm happy to try it out. My ability to hit crits and my ability to get value from its Disio card makes it look at least decent, doesn't it? It's not great, I think, but I could get a bit of fun from it. So yeah, I think they changed the wording on Swashbucklorb, but they forgot to implement it properly, which was unfortunate. But I'm sure that soon Swashbucklorb will actually be a pretty interesting orb. I don't know if it worked as it said, or at least how I would understand it to work. It would be particularly amazing, but it feels like an orb that you can get value from. That's what it feels like to me, which is why I wanted to pick it up this run, try and get value out of it, since I knew that my point orbs were not going to be showing up. So I wanted to pick up, let's call it a discount coin orb. Late store, yes. Let's just focus upgrades early on. Sounds like a plan. I will pick up more shuffle orbs. True or false? True. Ambidextionary, special button. Man, this is unfortunate. This is actually insanely unfortunate. I think all three of these relics are absolutely top tier for this run at this stage. I think that I should have picked up Redouble It, but I just want the guaranteed +1 crit. Because the reason I should have picked up Redouble It is pretty simple. I'll just do this. Simplest way to hit a crit. I can probably hit an additional way to... Thank you. Get out. An additional way to get more crits on the board, presumably +2 crits. And even though the additional crits is extremely valuable, and trying to bet on the dodge from Redouble It is not exactly the greatest, once I do get more crits, being able to bet on that dodge is insane. Is this your card Ambidextionary is pretty self-explanatory, especially with Dodgy Dagger. That's one of the strongest combos Roundrook can do, I'd say by quite a long shot. It's really, really good, especially if you have value on discards, which we don't have yet, for sure. Can I have a crit? Is that possible? It is possible, but alas, no Bramble. Unfortunate. Oh my god, it delayed the spawn! Well, isn't that a neat little interaction that I've never had before? I have had it before, but I didn't notice it before. Bang. Good dodges. And being able to feed the Azizio card plus Dodgy Dagger combo is just so beautiful. If only you had like an overwhelmer there, right? Tad unfortunate. Definitely get the kill there though, don't we? Chop chop. I get more value by shooting this, unfortunately. I'd rather shoot more interesting orbs, but kind of have to chop through these enemies one at a time, which is not the most interesting. I have been absolutely farming this fight. Wow. That I do not hate whatsoever. Actually, sorry, I just gained more value by killing this guy now. So if I kill this, I remove 2 hits. Yes, that is just simply the best play by a long shot. I also get the Delusion, which should give me another dodge. Alright, so now I believe you're my next target. Not that I have to worry about targeting for this shot. Oh, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I'll shoot the shuffle pot then. Okay, so you're done. Now you're the one who's actually hitting me, so I gotta take care of you next. Looking great. Nice, and now we will try something like this. Oh no, my targeting was off. I forgot to retarget. That's on me. Well, I'll try discarding, grab a ton of Delusion, and hopefully just keep discarding and maintaining my Delusion. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? I I mean, it certainly looks like it's working decently well. Let's see if there are any coin pegs left for me to collect, because it does not look like there is. One of the things I was trying to set up, though, was a good Refloss Stone deck. So hopefully we get Refloss Stone here. I'm tempted, that's for sure. Definitely tempted. I think it's decent. Oh my. Crits also refresh the board. Additional crits when I've got ridiculous numbers like that. Morbid? What do I think about picking up a Morbid boss relic? Having Heavy Sharp Potion rely on crits for a Morbid boss relic does sound kind of insane too. Oh man, I love both of these a lot. They're really, really cool. I only have one refresh on the board. It's probably just this. I think having more refreshes is just more valuable than having more damage. I think I've got a lot of damage. And as much as I do love having stupidly high damage numbers, stuff like Cookie just makes it look insanely good, doesn't it? Oh my. Well, that's lovely. Definitely don't need this Evasive Maneuver Orb anymore. Let's do this. Oh, I missed the crit early. Damn. Unfortunate. Not to worry, because our crits are just so potent. I'm not meant a crit immediately. I misplay my part there. Unfortunate. I think this deals a lot of damage. Not quite as much as I was hoping. I am allowed to aim at temporary crits though, that certainly is the truth. The truth. Alright then. Bam. No, I barely lost any health. Absolutely great elite fight, 289 gold. There we go. That's exactly part of the reason why I wanted to... Literally, that exact relic was the thing I was thinking of when I picked up the crits also refresh. Because increasing my crit damage by a ton is great and all, but I think just... I don't know why I was thinking of that relic specifically. That doesn't even have the best synergy with what I'm trying and what I'm trying to assemble with all the nonsense. But it is going to work out amazingly. Especially once I can find more Shuffle Orbs, which I realize I might have skipped a Shuffle Orb. I wasn't paying the closest attention to it, but I still don't feel like I actually saw any. But I'm definitely going to get at least one in the store. They're a common orb. See? That was bad. But they're a common orb, so you usually find a lot of common orbs in the store. I mean, what, last run didn't I have 3 Shuffle Pots in the store? Like, it's pretty normal to see at least one. I did last store, didn't I? Oh yeah, okay. Alright, sure. I absolutely don't need it. But I probably won't get Leaf Threats later, unfortunately. Unfortunate, but like imagine I get a Refreshing Punch, that would be cool. Sorry, I don't know, what's it called? Philosopher's Stone, that's what it's called. I am allowed to take this, perfect. That's just fine. It's all just good. Not bad. Still got 93 gold left over. I really did get a lot of cash from those previous fights. Alright, let's see what you can achieve. Give me some of my refreshes. Man, I really want 2 extra refreshes on the board. That'll be sick. Alright, so I need to hit slightly more than 1 bomb, unfortunately. Oh well. Where are the bombs? Ah, they're not happening. Not this shot at least. Transparency? Yep, perfect. That's why I was still aiming there, just because I thought transparency was worth aiming there for. Which, to be fair, it probably wasn't, but oh man, this is working. This refresher course is giving me a whole lot of value. And everything else. I mean, why not, right? Certainly seems pretty good here. And also, I might as well just start increasing that max HP. I got a lot of gold, and not all that much to spend it on, so I'm perfectly fine to throw some away for some max HP, because, let's be honest, I can just constantly greed with navigation inflation, increase my max HP, and set myself up amazingly for Area 3. That's a debuff distractor, oh my. Well, well, wow. I can get tons of value off of that. All I need now is a status symbol just to fully finish everything off. I mean, that would just be crazy. Surely that doesn't happen, right? Ow. That hurt a lot. Not to worry though, I'll make short work of you. Slice your part with my scimitar. Oh. When I said short work, I thought it would be more than a second shot. So I do not, in fact, see my friend the Amazing Leaf. What I do see, however, are some pretty insane relics. So, Sapper Sack, yeah, definitely solid. Not bad. I've got amazing max health, amazing healing. It would be a great pick here. Honestly, maybe the best pick. In terms of it's just ensuring me in more fights than the other relics. Durable, just amazing with the Reorganizer, trying to get more shuffles onto the board and just proc more crits and everything, giving me more effective criticism value, giving me more debuff destructive value. Safety regulations, it just helps out a lot with the shuffle orbs as well as the spin point, and makes it so that the rigged bombs don't do damage to me. And of course, the relic that I'm taking, because there are a few reasons why I'm taking it. It's just really, really good. First of all, having a multiplier for reduce your card is just extremely, extremely nice. Second of all, one of the things we really noticed in Area 2 was one of the really big weaknesses I had was in the 200-600 fight. I just struggled to get through it. And I don't want that to be the case. Perfect. So Tender Cactus kind of just like perfectly covers that. The only unfortunate thing is, of course, it does decrease the value of the debuffs by quite a bit because we're not getting exploitable value. The transparency value matters a lot less, but still good enough. At least in my eyes it is. Chrysobolus. Don't see why not. As I said, I kind of just have the gold to do whatever I want, so I'll continue to do whatever I want, I guess. Let's grab some gold off of that. Some gold. Only some. Oh yeah, okay. This is fun. Admittedly, I probably shouldn't have bought the Chrysobolus. It really was just a bit of fun that I wanted to pick up, so I picked it up. But I don't actually think it's going to give me that much value. I have a lot of other sources that are much better at either spam proccing crits or gaining insane value off my thing, which my refresh do not, unfortunately, crit. So I'm just going to discard, to be honest. Yeah, unfortunate. It would have been nice. There we go. Better late than never, I guess. This is a tad unfortunate. The really good news is, of course, I look at my amazing illusion here. Having a multiplier for is your card is working a lot better than I expected. I knew it would be good, but I didn't think it would be quite this insane. Let's just take care of you, shall we? Yeah, no more Swashbucklorb. It's just... Actually, it's pretty good. Oh, okay, no, yeah, it's pretty... Okay. I take back what I said. I'm allowed to shoot the Swashbuckle. It's actually really solid. Sure, like shooting in one shuffle orb is probably just better, but it's really not that bad. Yeah, okay, but shooting one shuffle orb is probably just better. Oh god, shuffle orb plus shuffle pot is just crazy. That being said, I definitely want that all gone from my deck. Just not achieving what I want. And to be perfectly blunt, I really shouldn't have added the Chrysobolus to my deck. Usually with crit spam nonsense, it's kind of cool, but unfortunately, our crit spam nonsense is kind of separated from it. It's not really a necessary piece. Right, just keep landing the bramble, I guess. Got a whole bunch of crits to do so. Oh, you're just done already. I am burning through my gold at an insane rate. Maybe find the second noise. I like that. The second I want to get my to buy a lot of stuff at the store, I'll just get my gold right up. I don't imagine that'll be that hard. Beluga boots. I'm gonna be honest, that's really unfortunate. I was trying to break the map there. Couldn't see where my finger was. Yeah, Beluga boots is actually really nice here. This really is a run where I could max out that number. It would be so much easier if I had a Ambidextionary though. So much easier. But unfortunately I'm just slightly too good at killing as it stands. Very disappointing realization to come to, of course. That's a counterfeit crits and a vitamin C. Well, we all know what I'm going for. Imagine I get 999 Illusion in a random run that I did. As opposed to the many 999 Illusion runs I've been setting up in custom runs. Decoy Orb, not bad. Thing is, The odds are actually pretty good with the setup I've got now. I really, really wish I had one more refresh on the board there. So much value. Yeah, I'm just a bit too strong, unfortunately. It's truly a very rough life I have here. Yeah. Overflow. Of course, we'll just pick Power Glove. It's just very solid. Yeah. I'm just way too good at killing. I can get so much illusion, I really can. I do not have anything, this is just a leave. I get so much value, but unfortunately the enemies are dead by the time I'm going to get anywhere near 999. Which is, like, the reason why it's like 999. You're not meant to be able to get it. But that's never going to stop me trying. No. I'll just add another shuffle pot. They are just the best orb I can get. Right, so what kind of greed shots do we got? I'll start off with that one. Nice and simple. Not really risking that much as opposed to nonsense like this, which isn't really going to work out as simply. Yeah, 169 though, not bad. That's enough to buy. Oh my god, there's like nothing here. Swashbucklorb, as I said, it's not bad. But I simply don't want it. Unicorn horn and a little bit of nothing else, because if I get a fight, I want to get slightly more upgrades. I'm not going to get a fight though, yeah. Oh, perfect. Is this perhaps not really possible? Yeah, I'll do this. This card gets me to, oh my. It's a pretty big number, huh? Unfortunately, it's just not possible. This is just not a fight that's possible in either. Well, I can just keep discarding this, but just can't do anything. There's just nothing he can do. And I even scale from discarding, like, it's just disgusting. Really. Well, good stuff, I guess. There we go, Grinding Monstera stacked all because unfortunately it doesn't work. I will take Grinding Monstera so that I gain my 1 max HP for beating the boss battle. I'm sure that'll matter when I've got 180 max HP and also Area 4 does not exist. Alright, so let's I really, really want to get there. It's not happening, but I can dream, right? If only I didn't have this incredible boss relic I just took. I'll show you if I took not the safety regulations. If I took anything but the safety regulations, I think I would have gotten it. That's actually really disappointing to know. Damn, I really wanted it. I think safety regulations, it still would have been the same story just because my PS is just that good. But like, man, I just have so much. That's the thing. So much damage, so much illusion, and so much scale. Oh my god, like 73? This is just not okay. Like, straight up, this doesn't feel like a Roundel run. This feels more like a Peglin run just because, like, yeah, it really does. Wow. Okay, I really could have gotten to 99 illusion there. I shouldn't be disappointed. This was a hilarious run, absolutely hilarious. I do think Swashbucklorb plus Cactus was actually pretty cool. It just was not the strongest thing in my deck. It wasn't even the second strongest thing in my deck, because I barely even got to use Spin Point that run. Spin Point would have been insane. Being able to proc your crits extra times, it's so good. Yeah, so looking back on it, there, Heavy Shaft Potion. I think the Fleece would have been the better pick, especially with the nasty Cactus I hit. But I'm not disappointed with my pick at all. I had a lot of the refresh stuff. Consuming Chalice, man. It worked out here. It was pretty cool. Pretty nice. Works good with Cactus, right? If I'd gotten my relics the other way around, I think it would have been a much, much better pick. Cactus, it works really good with any damage boosts, and Consuming Chalice is not a bad damage boost, especially when you have refreshes. But like, man, even just picking up Consuming Chalice when it's fine because you have fresh banana to counteract it, and then walking into amazing refresh relics later in Cookie and Refreshing Punch, it's just like so disappointing, especially when you've got stuff like Reorganizer, Shuffle Pot, or maybe like a Peg Bag. Like, there's just so many. The shot's gonna be so much better. That's the big problem. And so, like, sacking how good your shots are to boost your damage is definitely a worth a trade for a lot of runs. And I think it was pretty decent this run. But most of the time, I feel like that's just not going to be the case. You'd rather just keep how good your refreshes are. That's a big part of, honestly, that's a big part of the identity of Blend, which is hilarious to say. But it really just feels like that's the case because Blend has great access to damage. But if your peg runs out of board, if your board runs out of pegs, even, and you're just stuck there shooting at nothing, trying to dig for a refresh that's going to take you 2 turns to get to, it's not really going to be that much of a surprise when your enemies burst through your 20 shielding and start chipping away at your health. And then when they're doing that in every fighting area too, suddenly you're dead. Yeah, we really had the pieces here to get to 9 Illusion. I think if we were to do so, we would have needed a few more specialized pieces, or just like not picking up an insane boss passive. Then Cactus is still just completely insane. I love how they decrease the multiplier by ever the tiniest amount ever, and it's still just going to be really, really good. There are going to be so many runs where you're going to want to pick this up. A lot of the time, the weakness that you have, which is you have to kill enemies one at a time, Tender Cactus is just going to solve. Like, there were multiple runs this run, multiple fights this run even, where I would shoot my reorganizer and it would just insta-kill the enemies. Because I was just popping that many pegs, refreshing punch plus shuffle pot was getting that many refreshes, which was giving me access to enough pegs, so where just boom, they'll just die. Simple as that. And yeah, like Tender Cactus is just going to enable that. Anytime you've got any kind of mass proccing, especially multi-ball is a massive, massive contender, which is why multi-ball was the reason why I was actually really impressed with Swashbucklorb later. Because it's effectively multi-ball, it's just a worse Orbsium version of it. Right, that's basically just what it is. It's an Orbsium that has real no, it's only a 2-4, right? 2-4 is not real damage. It's basically what Orbsium has. Yeah, no. The wording on Swashbucklorb is cool. Unfortunately, the way how I read it, it doesn't work that way. So I think that it's a whole lot less interesting. It's basically what old Swashbucklerb was. And I thought old Swashbucklerb was garbage, pretty much. I thought it was just bait, unfortunately, too much of the time, which is disappointing because I really love the flavor of the orb. And if it could be used, I think that would be awesome. I remember the good old days of the original Elu Circle, which, maybe they could revert. Maybe they can when Area 4 comes out. Probably not, though, because I think when I ran Elu Circle last, it was actually still pretty solid. It was like giving you 60 to 80 illusion on a good shot one. On a decent shot one. I think on a good shot, it was getting you the 100 illusion that it would have previously. But before it was like, you buy it, you don't upgrade it, and it gives you like 100 illusion in a shot. Oh, the good old days. I remember beating like so many hard rounder runs just because I'd find an early Elu Circle. Oh, the good old days.